When Rue first arrived, she was too weak to even lift her head. Her tiny body told a story of suffering that no words could. She and her littermates had been left behind in a crate in someone's backyard, forgotten during a brutal heat wave. By the time rescuers found them, no one knew how long they had been trapped there. Rue's fur was thin, her ribs were visible, and her eyes, big, round, and heartbreakingly beautiful, seemed to say just one thing: please help me. When her rescuers first saw her, everyone gasped. How could such a small, innocent creature survive in that condition? She was carried gently to safety, still too weak to walk. Every step forward from that moment would be a miracle. During her first week in her new home, Rue barely moved. She was fragile, scared, and unsure of everything. Even soft touches made her flinch. Her rescuers, Megan and her husband, knew that healing would take time, both physically and emotionally. They spoke softly to her, offering warmth and comfort instead of pressure. Every meal, every cuddle, every gentle word was another reminder that she was finally safe. To help her adjust, Megan decided to introduce Rue to their dogs. They opened the backyard gate and let the pack out, watching closely to see what would happen. The dogs immediately seemed to understand that Rue needed to be treated gently. They gave her space, sniffed quietly, and watched her with kindness. Animals often know what words can't express, and that day, Rue found a sense of safety she hadn't known before. Among all the dogs, one stood out. His name was Darwin, calm, steady, and patient. He approached Rue slowly, sat beside her, and simply stayed there. It was like he was telling her, "You're safe here." From that moment on, Rue followed him everywhere. When she was tired, she curled up next to him. When she was scared, she hid behind him. Darwin became her comfort and her teacher, showing her what trust felt like. Over the next few days, Rue began to change. She started eating on her own, exploring the backyard, and even playing a little. The first time she saw her reflection, she tilted her head and pawed at the glass, unsure who that other puppy was. Slowly, she started to find her voice too. Tiny barks, playful growls, and the occasional temper tantrum when she didn't get her way. The shy, broken puppy was gone. In her place was a curious, happy little soul discovering the world for the first time. Rue also began bonding with the rest of the dogs. At first, she would only cuddle with Darwin. But one day, she climbed into bed beside the others, wagging her tail like she'd always belonged there. Her rescuers couldn't stop smiling. Seeing her roll over for belly rubs, smiling in her sleep, and wagging her tail whenever someone entered the room, it was pure joy. Every day brought a new first. Her first toy, her first nap on the couch, her first time running in the yard without stumbling. And through it all, her rescuers felt like they were watching a miracle unfold. Megan's husband, Mark, tried to be the practical one. He reminded her that Rue was supposed to be a foster, not a permanent addition. "Don't get too attached," he said. But one night, Megan turned to him in bed with a small smile and said, "Can you sign this?" Mark looked confused. "Sign what?" She handed him Rue's adoption papers. "Come on," she said. "Who are we kidding? She's already ours." Mark laughed. There was no arguing with that. Rue had already claimed her spot in their family and in their hearts. From that day forward, Rue was officially home. She was no longer the frightened puppy from the backyard. She was part of a pack, a team of misfits who understood her perfectly. Rue's transformation didn't just change her life, it changed theirs too. She brought warmth, laughter, and a reminder of why they fostered in the first place, to give hope where it was almost lost. And now, Rue would help do the same for others. Every time a new foster dog arrives, she's the first to greet them, wagging her tail as if to say, "It's okay. You're safe here." Her rescuers often joke that Rue gives off the same calm energy that Darwin once gave her, as if she's returning the favor. Today, Rue runs freely around the backyard, chasing toys and her siblings, full of life and joy. Her eyes, once filled with pain, now shine with curiosity and love. She still curls up next to Darwin, her best friend and teacher, but she's also found her own confidence. She knows she's loved, and that makes all the difference. Looking at her now, playful, happy, and surrounded by family, It's hard to imagine that she was once a weak puppy left alone in a crate. Rue's story is proof that even the most broken beginnings can turn into beautiful new chapters. All it takes is a little patience, a lot of love, and someone willing to say you're safe now. If Rue's story touched your heart, give this video a like and share it. Every share helps another forgotten dog get their chance at love, safety, and a forever home.